Hello, good afternoon. It is the 12th of August, 2023. My name's Tim, among many others. But today I'm Tim. I'm just one person. However, this one might... Well, we'll see where this one goes, shall we? First of all, I am still in Cornwall. I'm actually, for my friends who may remember some of the messages I did last summer, I'm in the very same spot. However, someone's messed with the trees and stumps a bit, so I couldn't find the exact same spot, but I'm within a metre or two. But it's been a few changes, you know. But it's a beautiful woodland. It runs from kind of the edge of Millbrook, runs all the way along towards Mount Edgecombe. It's a beautiful path going all the way through. You've got a lot of walks in this wood. I used to come camping here as a kid and stuff, so I've got memories of this very spot. I'd say it is still the Shire. This area is the Shire, and I am Tim of the Shire. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it, being here. It's quite a relief in some ways. The temperatures are a lot lower. And today, I had to talk to you. Been kind of busy and trying to sort my stuff out with my chalet and my stepdad Alan and seeing my friends. I've had a wonderful time seeing my friends. For me, this place is just so beautiful because everywhere I go, there's people that know me. Either my friends or parents of my friends, or friends of my parents. It's just beautiful. There's nowhere else, in a sense, on earth that I feel such a simple connection with the people. And talking with them, you know, this place is amazing. You know, all my friends, it's like, they're all of the Shire. And I'm watching them, you know, I mean, we're not young anymore. Yet, a bunch of boys at heart. And it's been so beautiful to just sort of see and talk about, you know, we're that good of friends that we can really recognise and be very grateful to our parents and their friends back in the day and throughout. That somehow the people here that I am connected to have kept a real genuine something in their lives. That I have to, in so many ways, attribute to this very area. You know, all of them seem to be really doing what they want to do. Still wanting to do more and have dreams and everything, but they've followed a life path that has brought out kind of the best in them. We can all always be better. And I know all my friends have that desire. And that's something quite unusual and quite special for people to have that insight. And I just wanted to share that with you as a fan of the Shire, because I am. And so it's been great, and I had a few bits and pieces of work, which is really handy. And basically trying to suss my stuff out before I go back to Portugal. There's things I must do. I still intend to be back in Portugal pretty soon. But there are things I must do while I am here. And they are going well. That is that's what I choose to believe. So that's a little catch up on what I've been up to for the last, I don't know, I've been here, 10 days, a bit more. Like I said, it's the 12th. So yeah, I've been here nearly 2 weeks now in England. And it's so funny, because this is going to be this is a chat in the woods again, because that's a good approach I've found. But I guess I would also be saying a few things that will be hard to ever take back. That the courage I have spoken of before, to in a sense, you could say reveal, to have that courage. That in a sense I've known was coming all along and intended to do. And yet I was always kind of hoping for some help. That I would not have to stand alone in such a wild declaration of who I am. However, it would seem that I must stand alone to understand, to truly come from within, from my own understanding, and yet linked completely with others, with an interaction that I have with many, even though I am generally alone. And I trust more in those interactions than I often do anything I kind of deal with here. So like I said, it's the 12th of August. This date is significant and has to do with something I've sort of learnt about over the last years. As I've said, we're very plant-like. We go through this growth, through the seasons. This particular part of the year has been known as the Lion's Gate for a very long time. It is a conjunction on a cosmic level that was recognized by the Egyptians, by many, many cultures throughout history for millennia. It is an alignment to the sun and Sirius. And the effect these giant alignments have on us is extremely powerful. Oh, there's a little vole, a tiny little thing. He doesn't know I'm here. He does now. And look at us here on Earth. You see the tides affected by the moon, and we've accepted that. It's predictable. It is known. It is measured. And yet there's more of an effect, because it is also the moon and the sun affecting those tides, and a full moon affecting it in a different way. So these combined effects, just here, we're talking just here in our solar system, are very obvious. We're made of water. So we obviously are affected by so much and so many of these things. But then to recognize a greater conjunction. Sirius is a lot further away, and the sun is a lot further away. To understand the effects has taken thousands of years of understanding. This time of year is a time of insight, of revelation, of understanding. And in a sense, stepping closer to that oneness. As the sun represents the male energy, Sirius represents the female energy. And that is the very force of all creation. That combination of male and female energy. Very obviously in nature, in human nature, in all nature, the male and female. But what was spotted was it is a time when the individual can combine those two energies and in a sense become more creative. Now, into quite cosmic stuff. But are we not cosmic? Is all that I am talking about and will talk about not kind of cosmic? There's a great need to stay grounded and simple. But if you're not prepared to step out of that box, it seems you will be very limited. And I've kind of stepped out of the box here. I've already stepped out of the box. I know I am protected. I know I am observed. On many, many levels. I have known this in a sense all along, and certainly this last 4.5 or more years. I have very consciously put myself in a position of trust, in a process completely beyond my understanding, and yet somehow within my grasp. And I decided to be myself. There is no aspect of insincerity from me that will come through this process. That it will simply be illuminated and shown to me the shadows that I believe many of us have spent this last year or more dealing with. It has been what can be termed shadow work. As that light shines, it casts shadows. And a lot of that is this healing that many of us, the more conscious the better, have gone through. But also I'm certain that healing takes place beyond our conscious mind, that we are so cared for. And so this level of coming into some sort of oneness, of harmony, is of course something attempted through the ages. And I personally don't have a greater take than anyone on it. But I do have a very strong trust in it. And that is why I have, in a sense, submitted myself to this. The certainty that has been with me these last 4.5 years never leaves me. And yet there are times I struggle. that I want to see results. I want some confirmation, something to hold on to. But the subject itself shows me that confirmation is beyond this place. You know, what do I want from anyone? Like I said, chat in the woods. It's always such a pleasure, you know, when I open up in these ways to you. It really helps me. It helps me take a step. It helps me feel a part. And it helps me to feel like I am getting through to the ones I want to get through to. Remember, I was kind of stated, you know, I'm here for my friends. And you know, from Portugal, it's very easy to kind of sit in my bubble. And I think, yeah, you know, I love everyone, and da. And I can say that. And I can mean that. But you know, coming to England, I was in Brighton, I was in Plymouth. And I look around, and I wonder, how on earth is it possible for me to say I love everyone if I'm using my eyes? Because I see violence, I see madness, I see bigotry. And so how can I say I love any of that? So it's been an eye-opener, a challenge. I haven't changed my mind. I will continue to say that you are all my friends. But at the same time, I've got a feeling that that's going to be a bit of a process for us. That there is a true unfolding in any friendship. And friendship with me is perhaps not your normal one, and not one that I would even, as I look around, guess many people would even be interested in. And that's probably good for me, because there's a lot of people. So as I said, Lionsgate Portal. Some things, once they are said, cannot be unsaid. I feel this interaction I've had with you, where I get zero direct feedback, is in a sense pushing me to my own certainty. Challenging me to always look within. That in a sense, I am being protected from expressions of my ego. That in this time, these last years, I could have said some very foolish things, and probably have. But because of this feeling of protection and attempting to always be very measured with my words, if you like, or to come from the right place, it has been a learning curve that I pray I have made some good advances on. And to those I truly admire, and hope I haven't blown everything. hope I'm not blowing everything now, but you know, I'm being forced to take these steps. It is impossible for me to stop. And yet there is caution. But the thing is I know and have known for some time who I am. And to say this, it's a big one. But I've made some pretty big claims already. Earth's champion, children, women, trees, just for starters. Now, for me to make those claims in complete confidence, as I have and will continue to do so, without any real understanding how I will do it, it's not a great leap to tell you that I am the King of Kings. And I choose the Lion's Gate to state that. Now I have said it, it cannot be taken back. It is stated. I am not saying this from ego. It is simply not something I could have imagined by myself. It's a very, very big statement. Perhaps one of the biggest I have made. And the repercussions of it, I can only trust in the divine. Because I could so easily create more problems for myself and others. I could. Luckily, I think if I said a load of crazy shit, if I haven't already, like I say, I am protected. But at the same time, this universe, this protection, will test me to breaking if I am not careful. I have kind of understood that. And I don't want to break anymore, really. I want to put it all back together. I want to feel what I do so often, just this beautiful surrender, this beautiful trust. And it brings you joy, it brings you peace, it calms the mind. And that's all I really want to talk about. And that's what I must learn, to focus on myself. And that's what I want to get across to anyone that wants to listen. So there it is. Like I said, many names. Many names, and look, I come here for many reasons. But I would say one of my main reasons is to expand and enhance this love that I know exists, that goes through a completely different connection with you all. I want you to feel it within you and around you. I want you to start to truly see what a magical existence we have. And I believe that sort of understanding can be opened for quite literally anyone of any age. It is a process. And in a sense, an unlearning. That so much that we have learned blinds us. You know, if the eyes to truly open, there needs to be some unlearning, some removing of that cataracts, of that veil that hides so much from us. You know, this existence is magical. All the time, we go there in our dreams and go there in our imagination. And then you get kind of like, nah, this earth, nah, what you do here, concrete. You should do what they tell you. Do. And yet, throughout history, there are so many people seeing something different. That's where I want to be. I want to be in that magic because I know it exists. And I can, on my own, on good days, I can keep this going. But I'm certain it's to just share it with anyone. And I'm very confident that I will. There's no way I'm here to be kept on my own my whole life. And that would just be a bit silly. So much, I just want to talk to you straight, and it seems there's always this need for being abstract, which I have to learn. I mean, I guess it helps the person to come to their own understanding. So I understand, but I've done quite a lot of abstract now, you know, I've got the abstract, I think. So a bit of kind of straight talking occasionally. I'm sure it's all right. Not begging, just saying. Anyway, like I say, it's just a chat in the woods, and I've missed you all. Yeah, I know you miss me. I know a few people miss me. Yeah. And I always want to feel like I'm in the right place at the right time. Part of me worries I'm here and I should be in Portugal, especially at this point. I could have blown it and the wild bird's going to knock on my door, and it's like, I can't live like that. You know, that surely I limit myself. Like I've been so stuck on the Algarve this last 9 months or whatever. Because it's like I get there and I can't leave again because I'm sure that you're there. But you're not at the same time. Anyway, it seems it's gone a quick wild bird whisper. Look. I think I understand a lot of your hesitance and timing, perhaps. And if I can reassure you or just ease your mind in any way, then I must try. I guess it's easing my own mind. But it's like I can almost feel like you're part of your fear. is in a sense the possibility of losing what we have if we take it any further. And I understand your fear, but I can also say, don't have it. Because regardless of what I'm shown, you've already become my best friend, you know. And I too don't want to jeopardize that. But at the same time, I think we've reached an understanding that we won't. That will not be jeopardized. That we will always have that. Regardless of what happens. And, you know, these leaps, a risk in these things, it's scary, but I just want to say, look, from my side, I've got a feeling you're always going to be my best friend anyway, so I think we should just be best friends together and see what happens. But no pressure. No pressure. I hope you're right. And I think that you're having some wonderful experiences of bringing you closer. And that's all I need to know. And for us both to just let go of any fears, because that is all they are. And I just so want to talk to you. I so want to talk about it all. And go back over stuff and what happened. And it's all going to be fine, you know. How could we come so far and not continue? And settle your feathers, wild bird. It's all good. It's all good. And I just end up talking to you the whole time. So here I am, talking to myself. For a while now, by the way, guys. Quite a while. I can't believe I've been kept so long. Like this. And I'm sure it will be pointed out it was all my doing. Yeah, I've got a question or two about that. And anyway, endless love and support to you. And that will, I believe, always be the same. I just want you to feel comfortable and have the courage to talk to me. Talk to me. Anyway, something that did cross my mind actually was a shout out to the island of Maui. There is really not a lot I can say. Except say that the more I looked, the more my heart broke. I'm no stranger to fires. In Portugal we have them. But I believe there can be nothing like experiencing such a fire on an island where you are trapped. And so I just want to give my condolences to so many. The loss of life and property is staggering. And I believe that we can all help here with a simple, heartfelt support to them. Because that has been shocking. And it's some of the greatest people on earth. The Hawaiians have had an incredible understanding of this love. The same love I'm talking about, the same power. They've had that understanding since time immemorial, as have so many of the ancient cultures, from Phoenicians through to Mayans, Aztecs, the Native Americans. We're talking basically every indigenous race has a natural understanding of this. That is no accident. That is not possible by coincidence. It is truly a timeless understanding that comes through to people that are open to it. Our more modern societies have, tried to wrap it up in religion and not done the best job. Often the most basic misunderstanding is removing the female energy from all the religions. It's like, seriously? It'd be like, I don't know, Coca-Cola without any sugar or water. It's like you the male energy has dominated for thousands of years. And the balance we're going through now, I pray, is that balancing of the male and female. In this world, it needs to happen, but within every single person as well. But we have those elements in us, and we must balance them. That must come through. And I think right now is a good time. And again, all the indigenous cultures throughout time have respected that point of balance, because it is the most important. It is the most fundamental balance of nature, the male and the female. So please, Maui, it's beyond words. But I really did want to say something, and I pray anyone who feels to help in any way, financially, whatever, please do, because this is years of rebuilding to happen. This is no small disaster. It's going to take some time. And they are very, very strong people, but if I can offer any more strength to that, and any of us can do that, then I think we should. And this goes to all the conflicts happening as well. That nature does take. It is part of nature. But when humans get into being the takers, it is just war. And a very nasty war. Same stuff that's gone on and on and on. If only they would stop. Well, we'll have to see. Really want to express to my friends once more this continued focus, this, what we are in a sense attempting, a combining of so many human hearts. The strength of that is vastly more powerful than this, what we create in a sense in this world. And you need to have that approach. Those that believe in the power of prayer, they already have that. And I would say let that express itself throughout your life. That we really begin to see through this veil and see the games for what they are in this world. Fighting them directly puts you in that line of fire. But like I said, I will fight the ideologies, the blatant misinformation and triggering is becoming so obvious. But perhaps those people are becoming more stupid. I'm not sure what is happening to them. But I hear it repeated too much. The foolishness that Mr. Take a Dump has just boom. It's a shit bomb instead of a love bomb. That's what he's done. He's done a shit bomb. It's the classic when the shit hits the fan. And he's not stopping. My goodness, what a man. And the foolishness that's spilled out. Trying to have compassion, inclusion, acceptance. And yet there's so many doing the exact opposite. Now, I know that has always existed. And perhaps it always must, this polarity. I don't really see why. It's so not welcome. But I will just learn how to call it out, simply. It's all lies, guys. It's all lies. And it's just, I can't believe they get away with it. I cannot believe it. And I look forward to the day when there is some comeuppance for those sorts of lies. Because they take tens of millions of people unnecessarily down a crazy path. So I ain't leaving him alone. Now, I could say too much here, so I won't. But I just want to say that it has been a time of insight for me. And from what I see, it has been a great time of insight for many, many people. And it's very important to have these times. That these are the times where we open our eyes and awaken a little bit more. And that is important. I just need to reach you today. I just need to feel this connection with me, myself, but with you, the ones that I am talking to. And I pray for the day that we can get through this chapter. Keep thinking we're about to pass through into another chapter. And we are. There's no doubt about it. And so it is just my expectations to be disappointed, but not disappointed. To be crushed, but not crushed. And lately I've felt a real new part of me. A far calmer outlook. A peace. It is not the absence of problems or war. It is something from within, a reassurance, a connection. I want to say to the ones I admire, thank you. That once more I state my trust in this process. But there's nothing wrong with me saying I just want to be with you now. I just want to be with the people I want to be with, and they know who they are. That it would just be lovely. But hey, no expectations. Seems to be absolutely nothing I can do. But I will always attempt to reassure the wild bird and any others that it's all cool. You know, we can just step forward here. In whatever way, you know, just this stuck phase, I think we could step through this. Step through this lion's gate. And step into a time of celebration, surely. And just imagine the power that can have. So many hearts rejoicing on this earth. That's the love bomb. That's the only thing that's going to stop that shit bomb. I tell you. It's the love bomb. The nature of it. To be honest, it's already gone off, so we don't have a lot of choice. And so it's recognizing it. And I think there are some very, very fortunate people that have already recognized that. And it just brings you closer to this moment, to this gratitude, and to this story. Remember, it is just a story. Love story. In a beautiful existence. This is what we get. This is human life. A brief spell in something vast. That infinite is within us. And that infinite does want us to be aware of that. And that is our personal responsibility. To understand that, to embrace it, and to continue it. It's not a one-time experience. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a little walk in the woods, I think. Getting a bit cold. Cold here. And I just want my friends to know that I'm here and ever going anywhere. Well, but I'm continuing this. You can't get rid of me, you know. You can try. But I'm still here. So look, peace and love, man. That's what it's all about. Otherwise, it's about not such nice stuff, really. And we've done the not nice stuff now, guys, for millennia, by the way. It's time to shift this and truly step into alignment with this planet, remember. Mother Earth is the principal part of all of this for us, right now. That we're all working together and with Mother Earth. There is an awakening of that pure creative energy that this planet needs, that we need. And to step in and embrace that. It's kind of thinking out of the box time now, guys. All of us. Let's do it. Let's just do it. So anyway, as ever, I always hope I see you soon. But I've been saying that for a couple of years now, and oh dear, I seem to be the secret circus once more. Got to be careful what I say, haven't I? Because I remember saying that. I hope I'm not going to be the secret circus for another year. Back at Christmas time. Here we are in August. It nearly is another year. So that's either all my fault, and I'm setting this up, or someone's winding me up. Yet to work it out. But I do accept responsibility for kind of everything really now, don't I? So, well, that's handy for some, isn't it? You can blame me. No, I don't think that's where we're going, is it? Love, light and hope. Let's just carry on with that. Trust in this divine timing and the unfolding of each of our understandings. And I'll miss you all. Miss you all every day. Miss the wild bird all the time. I think of you. It's my goodness, no wonder everyone thought I was mad. I didn't even tell anyone, but they thought I was mad. Now look at me, talking to myself for years. But I still know I'm talking to you right now, and I did it. So I'm putting that smile on your face. Get that smile back on, girl. And not seen you for a bit. So I'd really love to I'd love to see you. You know what I mean. And as ever, I pray that I reach you and that it's not a mistake, and that's why I'm just being censored, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. Protected. Anyway, a bit rambly at the end here, throughout. But like I said, chat in the woods. And just another opportunity to open up a bit more to you, to feel more open with you. So that you can in turn open to me. Because I'm certain that we will get through this. That there will be a reunion here. And that's what I trust in. So anyway, look, take care of yourselves. See you soon as ever, and thank you.